Hello everyone, this is Brian, but you can call me the Bugler, and today we're going to be talking about the Sentinel Titan. Now, the Sentinel Titan is new to Destiny 2, and he's replacing the Defender Titan from Destiny 1. The Defender Titan used to have a super called the Ward of Dawn, which was a bubble that would shield you and your allies from incoming damage. The Sentinel Titan has replaced that super with a personal shield, which is simply known as the Sentinel Shield. Now, each subclass in Destiny 2 has access to skill trees, which then have 4 perks each. The Sentinel Titan during the beta has access to Rallying Force, Turn the Tide, Defensive Strike, and Ward of Dawn, which is a callback to the original super for the Defender Titan from Destiny 1. We'll be talking about the Ward of Dawn first and the key difference that it has from the original. First up is the duration of the Ward of Dawn. Once a bubble is cast, it'll stay there for 30 seconds, or until it is destroyed, or the Titan who cast it dies. At that point, the bubble will disappear and everyone inside will be susceptible to damage. You can cast a bubble instead of your Sentinel Shield by pressing both bumpers on your respective controller, at which point your Titan will throw his arms out and a bubble will form around him. Now, in addition to the bubble, there's also an intrinsic perk called Armor of Light. But first, I think we're going to need an energy change.
Energy change! Watch out!
That's much better. Now, if you look at the bottom left of my screen, you'll see an active effect called Armor of Light. This grants whoever is inside the bubble a strong overshield that protects them from damage. But as you can see from the video, the overshield only applies while you're inside the bubble. And as soon as you exit it, you're susceptible to damage as if you've never had the overshield. The overshield and your effective health are two completely separate entities, which I'm demonstrating for you right now. It didn't feel right talking about the Ward of Dawn without mentioning the other defensive aspects of the Sentinel Shield super. If you hold the left trigger while using the Sentinel Shield, you'll put up the shield to protect yourself and your allies behind you. But it has some drawbacks. The first one is that you're flagging your teammates. Everyone behind you can't see what is immediately in front of them, and to make matters worse, they can't shoot through your physical body. This makes teamwork with the Sentinel Shield difficult. In this next clip, I show you that the Sentinel Shield does not defend against knockback. Even though I block an attack that could have killed me, it sends me flying in the opposite direction. In this next clip, you can see how knockback could be a problem if you're using the Sentinel Shield. Even though I blocked an attack that caused knockback, I was still knocked back to the point where I received a lot of damage. Next, we're going to talk about the Defender's melee attack, called Defensive Strike, and the skill that boosts the effects gained by Defensive Strike, Turn the Tide. Defensive Strike activates when you have full melee charge and you kill an enemy with a melee attack. What it does is grant you and your allies an overshield for a period of time. Right now, you'll see how long it lasts for both you and your teammate. While you're under the effects of Turn the Tide, the overshield will last 20 seconds for the meleeing Titan. For teammates, it only lasts 15. Turn the Tide doesn't just increase the duration of your overshield, it also increases your reload speed and your melee damage. We'll take a look at reload speed first. As you can see, it takes 3 seconds to reload this weapon without the perk active. It only takes 1.3 seconds with it active. Now, if you look at the melee damage of my Titan while I'm pounding these Vex, you can see that I'm doing 977 damage with the overshield active. Now, without my overshield, I give a much more mediocre pounding, with only 651 damage per hit. Now onto the final and perhaps most interesting perk, Rallying Force, which grants you and your teammates health regen after a melee kill. As you can see in this clip, my health regen starts immediately after I get a kill with my melee attack. However, I do not need my melee charge. Here, you can see the effects of Rallying Force on my lovely assistant. As we taunt this Cabal, he begins to damage my teammate. You can see that she has low health once she gets an exclamation point over her head. After I get the melee kill, her health begins to regenerate and the exclamation point disappears. And we can be on our way. In this clip, I'm demonstrating how small the cooldown is for this ability, if there is one at all. You can see that I get damaged and melee my enemies fairly quickly in between each other and still get my health bonus. In the next two clips, I demonstrate the drawback of Rallying Force, and that is that you cannot regenerate health while you are being damaged. So unless you want to watch a respawn timer, I wouldn't recommend using this ability while you're being swarmed by enemies. What I have here is a special case with Rallying Force. Defensive Strike triggers an overshield. Rallying Force will be protected from the damage that could stop regeneration.
Watch your feet.
Alright, thanks for sticking around. That's the end of my Sentinel guide. Coming up next will be a Striker guide. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't, downvote this video and let me know why. Thank you very much, and good luck getting through the exclusion zone.